Hello dear students, welcome back. Can I speak English? Can I go now? You can sit here. It may rain today. May God bless you. May I come in? These type of sentences you are using in daily conversation. So, what kind of verbs you used in these sentences? The verbs which you use in these sentences are the modal verbs. Modal verbs are the verbs which shows the mode or manner of the action. So what kind of modes or manners are used in modal verbs and how many kinds of modal verbs are used in English grammar? Let's learn in this lecture. So here we will learn types of modal verbs. There are 13 types of modal verbs are here in our English grammar. These are can, could, may, might, will, would, shall, should, must, ought to, used to, dare to and need to. So here dare to and need to, these two verbs are used as action verbs also, and I made a separate video of these two verbs. So I'll give you the link of this video in description. So go through this video also. How do these verbs used and what modes and manners used with it? Let's learn with this. These are the modes and manners like ability, possibility, permission and obligations. Like if you are using the verb can, if I write I can speak English, what kind of mode you can see in this sentence? Here you can see the mode showing the ability. In this sentence, it is showing the ability of the subject. If I want to ask question, can I speak English? I can use this sentence in this way also. Can I speak English? I can speak English. In this sentence, it is showing ability. Can I speak English? Here it is showing the question. You can go now. In this sentence, this verb is showing the permission. You can go now. Can I go now? In this sentence, the verb is showing for asking permission. Here it is showing asking permission and in this sentence it is showing giving permission. So how many ways one verb can use? One verb can be used in different ways like showing the modes of ability, permission, obligation, like you cannot go. In this sentence, this verb is using as an obligation. You cannot go. So one verb can be used in different way. Okay. Let's learn with another example. Could and can both have same meaning, sakna. Okay. And both the verbs are giving the same meaning, but could is showing in different way. Sometimes could is showing the past form of can, and sometimes it is showing the less possibilities or express the polite request in this way, like could I travel with you? It is likewise the polite request. If we are asking someone like could I sit with you? Okay, so when we are asking someone in a polite manner, we are using it. I could do this exercise before 10 years. Or it may show like the weak possibilities of action, like he could come in the party this evening. So could is used in different ways. Our next modal verb is may. Your acquaintance about these modal verb can be used in when we are asking permission, like may I go to play? Okay. If we are giving someone some permissions like you may go there, yes, you can sit with me, or we do not give the permission, no, you may not. In this way, also it is used when we are asking permission, giving permission and not giving permission. And another way of using may verb is when we are giving wish, you may live long. We are saying like this, may God bless you. So in this way also it is used. Another way of using may is that possibility. Like, it may rain today. It may rain today. Possibility. आज बारिश हो सकती है. आज वो इवनिंग में आ सकता है. He may come in evening. So may is showing the possibility of action. But sometimes may and might both are showing the same things, same actions. And how do these both the verbs are used in sentence we will learn here. May and might. Both the verbs are giving the same meaning, but we have a strong possibility. And might be used when we have less possibilities of action. Like, if we are saying it may rain today. That means it is 99% possibility that it may rain today. But when we are saying it might rain today, that means it has less possibility that rain may come. These are the difference of both the verbs. You remember this. When more than 50% possibility of action, that time we should use may. And when you have less possibilities of action being done in future, that time you use might verbs. So in these sentences, will is used to show simple future tense. Okay, like I will do as I like. In this sentence, will verb is showing the determination of subject. I will do as I like. We will not submit the project. I will help you. In this sentence, will verb is showing promise. I will help you. If someone is threatening someone, like I will punish you. I will punish you if you don't behave well. Will you open the window for me? Will you lend me your book, please? Will you give me a glass of water? So these are the different modes in which will verb is used. Would is the past form of will. Would is also used in different ways to express the wish. Will is also used to express wish. And how do would verb used to express wish? Let's see with example. I would like to see Taj. I would like to see Taj. In this sentence, would verb shows the wish. Next, to express willingness. Showing willingness in the past. She said that she would help me. Would you please lend me your book? Okay. So this is called the polite way. Also used like conditional sentence. So in this sentence, would is showing the condition of subject. I would go if I were asked. I would come if I were asked. Like that. Shall is also showing the simple future tense or futurative sentences, and it is used with first person. Like, I shall go. I shall help her. So these are the sentences showing the future tense or future actions, and shall is used with the first person in these sentences. Another mode is promise. You shall receive a prize. He shall be promoted. In these sentences, shall verb is showing the promise. Okay. Next mode or manner of this verb is command. You shall obey my order, or you shall go there. In these sentences, shall verb is showing the command. Another way is determination. They shall obey us whether they like it or not. In this sentence, shall verb is showing the determination. They shall obey us whether they like it or not. So these are the ways in which shall verb is used as a modal verb. So our next modal verb is should. Should is a past form of shall. It is also used to express the duty or obligations. For example, we should help the poor. We should keep our promises. You should obey your parents, like that. So it expresses the duty or obligation. Obligation means it is compulsory to obey. Okay. Next is for giving advice. Okay. Wherever it is used to give advice, like you shouldn't make fun on disabled. Okay. You should not make fun on handicapped people. So like this, when we are giving advice to someone, that time also should is used. Next, it is used like the possibility. Possibility, like if it should rain, the school remain closed. Again, it is used in the way of promise. I promise my brother that he should have a new pen. So it is used in the form of promise also. Must is used to express strong moral obligation. For example, we must obey the laws of country. You must not make noise in the class. So it is like order. It is like the strong moral obligation used in the sentence. Secondly, it is used like fixed determination. How it is used like fixed determination? I must have my money back. Determination. I must want my money back, like this. My determination. I must win this match, like this. And next is like duty. How it is used like showing the duty. A soldier must do his duty. Or you can use like a student must obey the teachers. This is also called the duty. Okay. Next it is used like the certainty. Certainty means निश्चितता. He must have reached his home now. वो अब तक अपने घर पहुंच गया होगा. Certainty. So must verb is used in this manner. Let's see the next verb is out to. Out to express moral obligations, duties and desirability, and it indicates the present and future time. It is always followed by an infinitive to. आउट के साथ हमेशा इंफिनिटिव टू आता है. ठीक है. सी द एग्जांपल्स. वी आउट टू वर्क हार्ड. यू आउट टू राइट हिम अ लेटर ऑफ थैंक. You ought to help your poor friends. When you are going to make negative sentence, you have to apply not in between ought and to. Okay. We ought not to abuse workers, like this. So ought to modal verb is used for obligation, duties and desirabilities, and it also indicates present and future time. And you should keep in mind that infinitive to is used with it always. Okay. Our next modal verb is used to, and used to is showing the past tense. It is the past tense verb. It is showing the past tense of defective verb which has no present time. For example, she used to play chess before her marriage. Okay. It is already showing the past time. Before her marriage, she used to play chess. They used to go swimming every morning. So this is also showing that every morning they used to go. Okay. So this verb itself showing the past time of the defective verb. Another way of using this verb is be accustomed to. Be accustomed to means आदी हो जाना किसी चीज का, आदत में होना. I am not used to hot climate. It is showing that I am not used to. मैं इस चीज का आदी नहीं हूँ. मैं इस क्लाइमेट का, हॉट क्लाइमेट का आदी नहीं हूँ. इस तरह से. He is not used to walking long distance. Next verb is dare to. Dare to verb is used in two ways. in present tense and in past tense. See the usage of dare to verb in present tense. I am surprised that he dared to make jokes on the boss. I am surprised that he dared to make jokes on the boss. Dare to का हिंदी में मतलब आपको पता ही है, हिम्मत करना. I never dare to say things like that. So in these sentences, dare to verb is used in present tense. See how it is used in past tense. They dared not. When we are using it in past tense, we have to add ed with it. Okay? They dared not saying such things again. He dared not go very fast. So, when you are using the dare verb in past tense, we have to add ed with it. Okay? In next way of using dare to verb is in the interrogative form. In interrogative form, many times we are using how dare you. It is using in this way. How dare you ride a bicycle without a brake on road? How dare you insult your elder brother? Like this. So that's all about the verb dare to. It is our last modal verb, 13th modal verb, need to. And need to is mostly used in negative and interrogative form. In the affirmative sentence, it is used as require or need. Okay. So, see how it is used in affirmative sentences. I need to work harder. In this way. He needs not copy out whole page. Generally, it is used in negative sense. Okay. He need not copy out whole page. He need not come here tomorrow. आने की आवश्यकता नहीं है. So, need to verb is mostly used in negative and interrogative sentences. That's all about the modal verbs. And students, you have to take out your own examples and do practice of all these kinds of modal verbs. Thanks for watching.